call the Public Information Officer at the New Hampshire Department of Safety at area code 603-223-3641. Okay, they're having problems with their phone at the Public Information Officer's office here. Let's try one more time.
Hello?
Hello, is this the Public Information Officer's office?
Yeah, I've answered you the last 3 times. How can I help you?
Wow, I just hear dead line.
Okay, but I couldn't hear you before. What can I do for you?
Okay, I sent 2 letters, one about 4 months ago and then one about 2 months ago. And it was a letter of concern about the many food products in grocery stores in Keene, New Hampshire that produce ill effects like blurred vision, fast heart rate, and difficulty breathing. So I tried to look up who I could discuss this with, and the only thing I found was the Department of Safety's office. So my first question to you, sir, is did you get my letter? My name is John Harwood.
Who did you address the letter to?
Department of Safety, James H. Hayes Safety Building, 33 Hazen Drive.
And you sent it by U.S. mail?
Correct.
I personally have not seen it, so I can check with the people who would answer or would open the mail to see if they're familiar with it. What is your name again, sir?
It's John Harwood. I could spell the last name if that will help.
Please.
It's Harwood.
Okay.
And I live in Marlborough, New Hampshire.
Okay.
So the letters must have came like 4 months ago, and then I sent another one about 2 months ago, I believe.
Okay. And the letters were about food safety concerns?
Yes, I kept samples of all the food, and I even kept samples that are closed, and all the receipts for all the stores. So I have a file here for you, or for who's interested in this matter. Hopefully I have the right office.
And generally, food safety concerns aren't handled by the Department of Safety. They're usually handled, I believe, through the Department of Health and Human Services. But I can find out exactly who is in charge of that and get that information to you. What's the best way to contact you, Mr. Harwood?
Let me give you my phone number, sir. It's 603. And would you prefer to call me or send me an email? I could also give you an email address if that will help.
I'll take your email also.
At gmail.com.
Okay, let me look into it and I'll find out who the appropriate person for food safety concerns is.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. What was your name again? I didn't catch that.
My name's Paul Raymond.
Paul Raymond. Okay, Mr. Raymond. Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
goodbye.
New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services.
Okay.
Food protection section.
Consumer protection. Okay.
Food protection.
Oh,
section.
food protection. Okay.
And so they're the section that handles any type of food safety concerns or complaints. I can give you their telephone number as well if you'd like to follow up with them.
Yeah, great. Let me get a pen. 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, that was food protection, right?
Yeah, it's part of the Department of Health and Human Services. They're called the Food Protection Section.
And what's the number, sir?
So the telephone number is 603-271-4589.
4589. And do you have a person I could reference?
I don't. That's just the information that's off of their website, and that's where the commissioner's office forwarded your letters.
Okay, great. So you have no idea if they actually received those letters or anything like that. I should call them up and just
Well,
establish.
we got them and we sent them through inter-office mail, so I assume that they've received them.
Okay. All right, sir. Well, thank you for getting.
You're welcome.
Okay, good day.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. Food Protection, can I help you?
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is John Harwood. I sent a letter over to the Department of Health and Safety, and I contacted them today by phone, and they said they forwarded that letter to you. And they gave me your number and told me to give you a call to see if you did get those letters.
What was it in reference to?
They were in reference to the food that is being shipped into the Keene, New Hampshire area. Oftentimes they produce ill effects like blurred vision, fast heart rate, severe anxiety, and difficulty breathing. So I kept samples of all those products. Some of those samples are closed. They've never been opened. I kept all the receipts, and I have a file concerning that.
And where is the food coming from?
It's coming from every store, every grocery store in the Keene, New Hampshire area, such as Hannaford's and Market Basket.
And
So
what are the foods?
excuse me?
What types of foods?
Coffee, ammonia, those are a few examples, but there's a long list. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Debbie.
Your name is Debbie.
Yes.
Did you get those letters, Debbie?
I did not get them, and I wouldn't have. This is not the complaint area. That person is actually out today. But let me get your phone number, and I will have the person who's been kind of covering for her see if she has received them.
Okay, my number is area code 603.
Okay, what was your last name?
Is Harwood, Harwood.
Okay, very good. Let me get this over to the administrator and see if she's received those, okay?
Okay, what's the administrator's name?
Colleen Smith.
Is Colleen Smith. Okay. Do you think that you'll be back in touch with me sometime today or tomorrow, or what do you think?
I think she'll probably call you this afternoon.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your help, Debbie.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Hi, this message is for John Harwood. My name is...
Hi, how are you today?
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Good. I got a message that you had sent us a complaint.
Yeah, I sent you a letter. Did you have a chance to read that letter yet?
We have not received your letter.
You have not, huh?
No.
Okay, so what would be a good address to send that to you again?
So, if you're complaining about a store in Keene or stores in Keene?
Yeah, I guess it may have a problem with the distributor because it's several different grocery products and I shop all over Keene.
Okay.
And it happened so frequently I began to keep the grocery products that I experienced these ill effects after using. And I kept closed containers. I kept the receipts. So I have all those samples here for your agency to test. And once again, that includes closed containers. And what they do is they produce blurred vision, fast heart rate, severe anxiety, and difficulty breathing. So for example, I bought coffee at Hannaford's and I made it one morning and I came down with these symptoms. And so I said, okay, I don't know what that is. And the next morning, I made another cup of coffee and the symptoms came back. So on the third day, I didn't use the coffee, I didn't have the problem. So I began returning the products to the store and complaining to the store manager. But that didn't seem to do any good. So I began to keep the products, and oftentimes I'll buy 2 of the same product. So I did that, and I kept one closed. So they've never been opened. And so if your company were to test those, you could see what additive is in there that might be producing these adverse effects.
Okay. Have you contacted your physician at all about this reaction? Because it's something that an ingredient that's impacting you personally. Because we certainly haven't had any other complaints of this nature.
No, I haven't. And it only happens when I use these products like I just explained to you.
Okay. Okay, well, what I can do is I can give you the address for the Keene Health Inspector. That probably would be the first place to start if the products are in Keene.
All right, the Keene Health Inspector.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is that address and phone number, please?
Okay, so his name is John Rogers,
Okay,
and his address is 3 Washington Street,
3 Washington Street.
and that's Keene,
Okay,
and the zip is 03431.
03431.
Yeah.
Right. So, I guess I don't need to send you the letter, huh?
No, yeah, because I would just send it to him. He's in charge of the food establishments in Keene. So I would start with him. And, certainly I probably would mention this to your physician, because that could be something that, certainly an ingredient that just might be impacting you and causing that reaction. And you might want to avoid that in any food.
Yeah, the thing is the products vary.
Okay.
And so when I don't shop in the Keene area, I don't have that problem. And so this has been going on for about a year now. And so it went on for so long that I began to keep the products, including closed products. So you could see that they're closed. So I only experience these adverse reactions after using these products. So it's definitely not some sort of medical condition that only affects me.
Okay.
So all we need to do is test these products. But it has to do with a whole product line, from coffee to baby carrots to granola bars. And it seems to be coming from a distributor that distributes to Keene. So I looked up who to discuss this with, and I didn't know that we had a Keene Health Inspector. That's news to me. So we actually have a Keene Health Inspector, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is there a health inspector in every little town, or?
Not only cities and towns like Keene have their own. There are 15 in New Hampshire that have their own, and then the rest are handled by the State Health Department.
Okay, and what does the health inspector do in Keene?
So he's responsible for issuing food licenses and doing inspections for any of the restaurants or grocery stores or any place that sells food in Keene.
Okay, does he have anything to do with the testing of food?
If he feels like testing is needed, then he can coordinate that testing with the state lab.
with the state lab. So does that have anything to do with your agency, the the Department of Health?
So we work closely with the local health officers and also public health lab.
Okay, so I'm going to need to get John Rogers involved before you're willing to test these products.
Well, I think he would want to, get the information and look at, and, do an investigation at the local level first, and then if he deems based on his investigation.
Excuse me?
So he would need to do an assessment to see if he can understand if he believes that there is something happening at the Keene level, and if that food testing is warranted.
Okay, so I have all the samples here, so I don't know what else there is to do to establish what I'm telling you is true besides test it. So I guess that his investigation will be looking at the receipts.
Yes, he would need to find out some information about where that food is being purchased, and if there is any common link, like a common distributor.
Okay, so I will contact John Rogers. Your name was Colleen Smith?
Yes,
Okay, Colleen, thank you so much.
no problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for calling the City of Keene Clerk's Office. Please listen carefully to the following menu selections. You are calling in regard to motor vehicle registration, transfer station, property tax payments, or water and sewer payments. Please press 1 now, and you will be transferred to the Revenue Collection Office. Thank you for calling.
I did not recognize that as a valid entry.
Thank you for calling the City of Keene Clerk's Office. Please listen carefully.
Wait while I transfer your call. Good morning, Revenue Collection.
How you doing? The Department of Health and Human Services, the Food Protection Department, said that I should contact a John Rogers at 3 Washington Street. I think they said he was the Keene Food Inspector.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want me to transfer you up there?
Yeah. Does he have an Does he have an extension or an email that you have?
You're downstairs on the first floor right now in Revenue Collection. Let me send you up there. Okay.
Great.
Morning, this is John. Can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Rogers. How are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
The Department of Health and Human Services, the Food Protection Department, said that I should contact you. You're the Keene Health Inspector or the Food Inspector? I forgot which.
I'm the health officer, so I do a little bit of everything.
Oh, great. So I think it's best if I send you an email instead of trying to explain everything and take up even more of your time, sir.
Okay.
Could I have your email?
Yeah, my email is going to be jrogers, so JROGERS,
Okay.
at
CI.
ci.keen.nh.
Keen.nh.
.us. That's it.
.us. Okay, just to quickly summarize,
Yeah.
I was buying different products in the Keene area, and they come from quite a few different of the grocery stores over here. And for instance, New England coffee and baby carrots. When you bring it home and you brew a cup of coffee, they produce blurred vision and severe anxiety. So what I did is I didn't use that product and I bought another coffee. So a week or two later, I said, I'm just going to try to use this coffee again that produced those results. And I experienced the exact same thing. So I saved samples and the receipts to these products. So I have a list of all the receipts and a description. And I have a sample of the product. Oftentimes the sample is closed because I'll buy 2 New England coffee. I open one and the other one is sealed. So how could I get this file of receipts and these samples of this food product that produces the effects to you, sir?
Well, again, I'm not sure. Getting it to me is not going to do you any good because we're not a testing facility. So I don't have the ability to do any testing, and also I don't know if I even have the authority because I'm not sure where New England coffee is even produced. If it's being produced and packaged in Keene or where it's being produced from. So I'm not quite sure what's your expectation of what I would be able to do for you.
Yeah, that's understandable. So that's why I contacted the state first. And they said I should contact you first and see what you say. So I think that if you file a report, that might be a good start to document this. So I'm going up the chain of command.
Yep. So if you want to, probably the initial thing if you want to do is if you want to shoot me an email with what kind of what you've just explained, and again your concerns and what your kind of expectations might be. I can then reach out probably to the state again. Like I say, I don't even know where what was it, New England coffee you said?
Yeah, I have a whole list of products here. They include granola bars, New England coffee, baby carrots, and ammonia. And I have samples of all these products, and I have the receipt. So it is a meticulous file here. So instead of scanning all these documents, could I come and hand you this file full of the receipts?
No. At this point in time, I would ask that you hang on to them again because I most likely am not even going to have the authority to address something if this is a product that's being produced outside of the Keene city limits.
Right.
Probably would be the health authority wherever this product is being produced would be the ones that would have the authority for that, especially in a sealed type product such as that. So again, if you want to send me an email with again what you've kind of outlined and your concerns, and then I'll take a look at that. Now from there, I would probably reach out to the state, whether or not it's something that the state lab in Concord has any sort of ability to do anything with, or if it's being produced under their, if this is a product that's being produced in one of their areas of jurisdiction, whether they be the initial appropriate authority or not. Again, but that I would have to check with. But if you want to send me something, and then from there again, I can reach out to the state and get their.
Great, I'll do that. Yeah, I only see a distributor on there. They don't tell you exactly where it's being manufactured, but they say where it's being distributed on the package.
Okay.
So should I scan these documents and then send the receipts and then put those as an attachment so you can see the receipts?
At this point in time, yeah, if you wanted to even snap just even an initial picture of the, probably the back label or something, so that has that distribution, distributed by, type thing. And again, again, the state might know it. I know they have a large coffee roaster, and I don't know if it's the New England coffee or not. I know they have a large one over towards just south of Concord. That probably might fall under their jurisdiction if that's again where this is if that's where it's originating from.
Okay, so I'll start by scanning and sending you the receipts, I guess, to keep the file separate. I don't want to confuse you. So I'll send you all the scanned receipts, and then I'll send you another email with all the scanned photographs, I guess.
Okay.
I don't want to send you 20 or 30 scans that might get confusing. So I guess I'll keep that.
Just an initial, like I said, just so that I can have again the initial, so I then can reach out to the state and get their take on this again, because it's I'm assuming that these were items that you were referring to that were purchased in Keene.
Yeah, at Hannaford Market Basket. I think one from Price Chopper, so it's a distributor issue, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and that's more of, again, the kind of the thing that, again, that would have initially kind of have to be a determination made, and the state has, again, would have that, probably that knowledge, where I don't. Again, I have no idea where they're at. I do know that there is a large coffee roaster over towards just south of Concord. But I don't even know. It might not be the New England coffee. But they might be the ones that are distributing it for New England coffee.
Okay, sir. So I spoke to the Department of Health and Human Services, the Food Protection Department. Do you want to jot down their number or no?
I've got it. I work with them on and off over when we have different issues that pop up. So I have their contact information.
Okay, so I will get to work on that email, sir. So it's jrogers@ci.keen.nh.us.
Correct.
Okay, sir. Once again, I'm Harwood, John Harwood, and I appreciate your time.
Great. Okay.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Hello, Royan. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is John Harwood. Did you get my message I left a few days ago?
Not sure. Regarding what?
I spoke to John Rogers, who's the Keene Health Inspector, about some unsafe groceries.
Yes.
Right. Are you in contact with Mr. Rogers?
I was earlier. I mean, I haven't recently, but I do know what you're referring to, all the issues.
Right. So I initially contacted you guys a few months ago, and you referred me to the Keene Health Inspector, John Rogers.
Right.
And so he said he can't do any more with his investigation, and he referred me back to you guys.
Right.
So what could I do at this point to help your investigation?
I'm not really sure what. I'm not really sure what to do with this, because we don't just do random testing. I'm trying to remember all the issues. I know you. Why are you buying so much ammonia?
I was cleaning mold off the deck and my house.
Okay. Because and what were your reactions?
The last ammonia that I purchased, I kept containers of it outside in a plastic storage box that you could get at Walmart with a top. So I went over to that, it's like a huge Tupperware container with a lid, and I opened it up, and I got a whiff of all the vapors that came out of that, and the same exact symptoms returned, which is that you feel like your heart's beating fast, you have difficulty breathing, and blurred vision. So it's definitely the ammonia and the bleach that they're selling in the area.
Well, no, and you do not want to mix ammonia and bleach, because that is a deadly combination. It creates a chlorine gas, and that can knock you out and kill you. Those are really bad chemicals to mix together.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. They're in separate containers. There's bleach and there's ammonia that are in separate containers that I have to keep outside. And like I said, I bought them at the store. I brought them home. I opened them up in the house, and I had terrible reaction to it. So I brought them outside and put it in a Tupperware container, a big Tupperware container, and kept it outside.
Okay.
And it's been outside for a month or two. And since then, I bought a bunch of ammonia that I used to clean a deck. I had to clean and stain a deck, and I had no problems. And then recently, just last week, I had a dirty tarp. It had dirt all over it. So I said, you know what? I need to soak this in some bleach and water. It wouldn't hurt if I do it outside. So I go over to that Tupperware container with a lid. I open it up, and the vapors that those bottles produced gave me the same exact symptoms. So I know that it's something to do with those bottles.
Well, it's a chemical. It's the concentrated chemical. So what your reaction is dealing with the exposure of that chemical.
Okay, but my whole point is that I've been using bleach and ammonia for a long time. I know not to mix them. And what I would do is I will either spray the ammonia mixed with water on something and then wipe it off with a towel. Or I'll use the bleach separately to soak something overnight. So I have no problems with...
Are you using the full concentration?
I mix 1 cup of bleach with about a washing machine load full of water. In any regard, if you bring home your bleach or ammonia from the store and you open up the container, it shouldn't give you these terrible symptoms. And it's only a few specific bottles that do this. So I think there's a problem with that batch. So I think that'll be of interest to your company.
Have you contacted the manufacturers of the bleach and the ammonia? Because that's really where you should be going. Like we're not going to do anything with that because it's a chemical. It's not food that you're ingesting. So we're with food protection, so we're dealing with food items.
Okay, you brought that up because that is part of the unsafe grocery products. I've also bought dates and coffee, and I use the dates and coffee. I consume them, and I have an allergic reaction. I have a reaction that causes difficulty breathing, a fast pulse rate, and blurred vision. And it's just that specific coffee. I've been drinking coffee my whole life. I have no allergic reactions to coffee.
What's the name of the company of coffee?
It is New England coffee. There's also the Target brand. It's called Market Pantry. It's what's sold at Target. So the reason I'm contacting you is because it seems like there's quite a few products being shipped into this area that causes this reaction. So I tried to bring it back to the store, and I complained to the store. They returned the product. They said they would contact the manufacturer. I said, you probably want to remove this from the shelf. I wouldn't store this bleach and ammonia in your back room. I would bring it outside, and nothing came of it. So I just think that you guys are the food safety and food protection. What does that mean, though?
We inspect restaurants and grocery stores and that type of thing.
For what? For what? What say? If this is not a concern to your agency, then what would be?
Well, we're looking at usually bacterial contamination, but we can look at chemical contamination a little bit too. But it doesn't. Your symptoms are not typical. I don't know. Your situation is definitely unique. Let's see.
So I have the receipts here.
Yeah, we wouldn't really do anything.
I have.
The other thing too is that these products are not products made in New Hampshire, so they would go to the FDA. So there would be a question of it would have to go. But again, we'd have more complaints and stuff like that, and we don't get any complaints on these.
Okay, so my whole response is that I contacted you guys. Listen, you've been real nice. Your name is Royanne. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
You've been real nice, and I appreciate that. So I'm not trying to provoke you in any way. But I tried to contact you guys 3 months ago, and then you guys kind of had the same answer. Then you referred me to John Rogers, and he really didn't want to get involved or contact me back. I had to send him numerous emails before he actually contacted me back. So my response is that it's taken me 2 or 3 months, and nobody's really helped me. So I don't know if you have other people calling in and you guys refer them to your medical doctor, you refer them to the manufacturer, and so you have nothing on file concerning this because you guys are kind of refusing to accept the complaint or put it on file.
Well, I handled complaints here, and we've never had any complaints like this before. So, and I just think it's something unique to you in the sense that your body doesn't like this for some reason. And I mean, what specifically are your symptoms again?
Blurred vision, a fast elevated pulse rate, and difficulty breathing. It feels like you can't catch your breath.
So that would make sense with, again, if you're inhaling direct concentration of the ammonia or the chlorine. The difficulty breathing would be, but and if you're.
But once again, I said that I was keeping it outside after just bringing the bleach and ammonia in. I use it the same.
I'm not sure if on the containers of those, if they're supposed to be stored where there can be a bunch bunch of temperature fluctuations, and if they can get too hot, so that when you a lot of times containers will have a recommended storage temperature not to exceed particular temperatures or either too cold or too hot. So if it's outside in the heat, that there might be some kind of additional chemical reaction happening between the hot plastic, and the chemical.
Okay, once again, I had to bring it outside because I brought it into my house the same way I bring anything into the house. And like I said, I've been using ammonia and bleach my whole life, and only these specific bottles cause this problem. So that's why I brought it outside.
What's the manufacturer of the bleach and the ammonia?
Okay, like I said, I'll be more than happy to email you photographs of the product, photographs of the barcode, and the receipts if you want.
Okay, so again, the bleach and the ammonia are not typical ingestion items. So those aren't in our jurisdiction.
Okay.
With food.
All right.
Okay, so again, the bleach and the ammonia are not typical ingestion items. So those aren't in our jurisdiction.
Okay.
With food.
All right.
So that you would have, again, maybe EPA.
You said that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. FDA or EPA.
Okay, you're referring me to FDA or EPA, right?
I think so. Yeah, because I'm not sure. FDA on the food level. The FDA would be more food, nutritional supplements. They're not really chemical, so I think the chemical probably is going to be more EPA.
Yes. Okay, I'll go ahead and give them a.
Not our jurisdiction.
Okay, I'll go ahead and contact them. But you said that you do have jurisdiction over these baby carrots and the coffee and the dates, correct?
Well, we do limited only. At least it's food items. But the only problem is that they're not New Hampshire products. So then that does defer back to the FDA because it's an international commerce. So it's not an item that's made here in New Hampshire. So our jurisdiction would be New Hampshire products, but not international or interstate commerce products. That would be the FDA.
Okay. Is there some sort of complaint number that we do have this on file? Because I would hate to think that somebody else calls you a year from now and you tell them the same thing you told me. We have no complaints concerning this on file. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I did. Let me see if I did when I sent it to Keene.
Because I don't want them to say that I didn't allow your department time for an investigation. I like to say I did speak to her and she's referring me to you, and I have some sort of number, some complaint number.
Have you went to your doctor at all regarding these issues?
Have I discussed, what should I say to my doctor?
That you're having difficulty breathing and that you're having blurred vision and heart, because that might be something else. You might have some kind of blood pressure issue or some other kind of.
No, it was only when I consumed this product. And when I stopped eating that product, I started shopping in other area. I started going to all the way to Manchester, all the way to Milford to shop. So I never had problem with coffee before. I have no allergies to coffee, bleach, ammonia, baby carrots. So it is, I do admit that it is unusual, but I am positive that if you test these products, you'll see that some additive has been put in, something has been put in.
To do that. And what's going on with, what kind of baby carrots are they?
Okay, let me look that up. I have just a whole stack of receipts. It is Grimway Farms, cut and peeled baby carrots. And when you put them out on a plate, like for hors d'oeuvres, they turn white in like a half hour. They turn white.
Yeah, you know what that probably is that they have like a preservative, or they have some kind of a thing in the bag, and you're supposed to rinse the product coming out of the bag, and so that's just some kind of but it's not, it's safe, so it's not I have the same issue. I know what you're talking about with that.
Yeah, if that was it, then I wouldn't have a complaint, but it causes the same symptoms, which is severe anxiety, blurred vision, fast heart rate, and difficulty breathing.
Yeah, so a typical allergic reaction of sorts doesn't cause an anxiety. It doesn't cause a...
Yeah, I think it's some weird additive in there. That's why I would like it tested.
Yeah, we wouldn't test that. We don't do testing unless there's medical diagnosis. And we don't, so there would have to be some kind of, you have a doctor visit, and then some kind that they've determined that there's, it's a little different with chemical because versus it being bacterial, because you can do a stool sample, and you can get bacteria to grow.
Yeah, so I don't have any issues at all with anything unless I eat these specific things. And so I stopped shopping in the area and I kept samples of everything that I bought. And sometimes I'll buy 2 packages of dates, 2 packages of coffee, and 2 packages of carrots, which I did. And so one is sealed, one is closed, and one is open. So I don't know what a doctor would do concerning that. I don't have any...
It's usually, but we wouldn't just test those in our laboratory. Again, they're interstate products also, so then it goes back to the FDA's court.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and contact the FDA, but do you have some sort of file number, some sort of case number?
That's what I'm looking for still.
Okay. I'll stop talking and bothering you then, and you let me know if you could find that.
I know that I did. I know that I probably have an email. I have a couple emails that went back and forth with me and Keene. And I know we had a couple phone calls, but I don't know if I have it in here.
Maybe we could document that or something. You could write something up or document that so the complaint is on file at least. Because it would be terrible if let's say a senior citizen bought this coffee and they used the coffee and then they had these symptoms and they thought they were having a heart attack and they went to the hospital and then to a nursing home and they never contacted you because they wouldn't ever think that it had anything to do with the coffee.
Yeah. See, I still think that you should be seeing your physician, explaining this, and having some kind of evaluation on that. Just to make sure that it isn't just coincidental that every time you reach for these products that you aren't having some other medical issue at the time.
Yeah, I stopped shopping in the area and I have no problem. So if I invited you over right now and I offered you some of these baby carrots, you would have the same symptoms as I would have. And then I would say, go see your doctor.
So, I mean, again, I know what you're talking about with the whiteness to them, and I eat them. I usually rinse them in water, and but I'll eat them, and if they did stay out too long, then they do turn white.
Right, that's not my initial complaint. The initial complaint is some additive or drug that's in them that is causing these terrible reactions.
Yeah.
It is very bad. It is one time I had to take a walk up and down the street breathing real deep because it was a terrible response to that. So...
It sounds like, it almost sounds like you're having a regular anxiety attack, and the anxiety attack is going to make you dizzy because you're not breathing right. And it sounds like there's multiple things that can be happening, and it's not caused by one thing, it's caused by a different thing that has the same symptoms.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. If you in your life went and bought...
attacks before, and I can't breathe, and I get dizzy. my heart is like beating out of my chest. I've had panic attacks. So
Okay, I've never had a panic attack. So if you went and bought a coffee from
symptoms kind of work with that, though. That's what it. Again, these
So
are
you think it's cool?
allergic reactions.
So you just think it's some coincidence that every time I drink this coffee I have a panic attack? That's just how it should
Yeah,
be.
that's what I don't understand. I'm not. And again, please, I'm not trying to belittle what you're saying or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you went through it, Royanne, if you went through it, you would understand too. You use the coffee, you have a panic attack, you have this terrible symptoms. You wait a few days, I'm going to try the coffee again. You try the coffee again, 5 minutes after ingesting the coffee, the same symptoms return. It's kind of a no-brainer. When it happens to you, it's kind of a no-brainer. I feel like inviting you guys over and saying we're going to open this fresh thing of coffee and I'll have coffee together and see how you guys feel after that.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like, and then we can all call our doctor together.
Yeah, I don't understand that. All right. Give me your contact information again, because I know I have your information. But
Sure, my name is John Harwood. My last name is Harwood.
Yep.
And my phone number is area code 603, and my email is big@gmail. So maybe you could write this up, that this complaint is on file, and then I could say that you referred me to the FDA or EPA. Because
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the information on my stuff.
okay, well, thank you for having this discussion with me. I appreciate your time.
Okay.
Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, you take care. Bye.
Time and day not set. You have 1 new message and 2 old messages. Saturday, 11:36 p.m. Time and day not set.
Hi, John. This is Royanne Boffety with the State Health Department, calling you back. We spoke earlier. I'm with Food Protection. I did talk to FDA, and I would like to just get a little bit more information from you. I did find email that had copies of your receipts, and but if it's possible, I think you still said you have products left. If you could send me information, if you could take pictures of the coffees that you have a concern with, the carrots and the dates. Again, these are the food items. I can forward those to FDA, and I will be forwarding the chemical part to, I'm not sure actually. The other one is EPA. And either you can reach out to them or I can forward to them about the chemicals. But I'd like to see if you could just give me a couple pictures of the containers, the ammonia and the bleach. Then that would be helpful too. Pictures are helpful. So if you could send those, that would be great. My email address to send them to is the DHHS, David Harry Span, .foodprotection @ DHHS, again, David Harry Span, .nh.gov. I'll follow this up with an email, just in case you can't understand my information over the phone. So, the email address. I will back that. I will, and then you can just respond to my email. So actually you don't have to use the DHHS email. You can just respond back to mine. So I forgot that I got your email. So we can go from there. But yeah, if you could take pictures of the containers, that would be, and the products, that would be great, helpful. Thank you.
End of messages.
Hey, this is Kelsey.
Hey Kelsey, how you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, my name is John Harwood. You were nice enough to call me back about a month ago.
I'm sorry, and I appreciate you calling again. I'm sorry, I did pick up your voicemail last week and there's a little phone tag there, so.
Great. So what I did with the other people is I sent them kind of like a packet consisting of receipts, a statement, and photographs of the products. Could I do that for you as well?
Sure. Can you do it in an email, or are you sending hard? Because I have not been in the office.
I can send an email if that's okay with you.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
let me
you
get
can email it to me, and I can take a look and make sure, check in with the appropriate office here.
okay, let me get a pen. I'll be right back.
Too.
All right, I have a pen.
All right. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Okay. So my email is dumbbell, which is spelled D-U-M as in Michael, V as in Victor, I-L-L-E,
Okay.
dot Kelsey, K-E-L-S-E-Y,
All right.
at EPA.gov.
Okay, EPA.gov.
Yep.
Okay, so I have to send like 2 or 3 emails for all the photographs to fit on them. Is that all right with you?
That's fine. And if could you write a little summary in there for me? And
I sure will, Kelsey.
share that with the appropriate people. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Hi, you've reached Kelsey Dunville at the Environmental Protection Agency. I'm away from my phone right now. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Record your message after the tone. When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Miss Dunville. This is John Harwood. I don't know if you remember me. I am the man who's been writing you about the unsafe grocery products. I guess you're concerned with the bleach and ammonia. So currently they are still being stored at my house. And my children often come to visit, so I am a little concerned for their safety. I don't want them to go near those things. So I last wrote you just a week or two ago. I have not heard back on email. On November 30th of 2020, however, you wrote that, I quote, "I apologize for the delayed response on this. I am sharing your information via email with our chemical safety and reporting expert in my office. I will be back in touch with you before the end of the week." So I never heard from you. So that was a few months ago. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you very soon. Just to let me know that you're still working at the Environmental Protection Agency. So even though I haven't been talking to you longer than 3 or 4 months, this has been going on for about a year now. So hopefully we could come to some sort of update about where we are now after 1 year. Thank you so much for your time.
If you are satisfied with your recording, press 1.
you.
How you doing, man?
Good, are you?
Good. So I bought these about an hour and a half ago, and I got to return them.
Is this one yours too?
Yeah.
And what's the problem?
I guess one's called splashless bleach there. It's like coagulated, and it kind of smells real strong. It gives you a headache when you open it up. It smells like two weird chemicals mixed together. It's coagulated. I got splashless, or what do they call it? Easy pour bleach. It's supposed to be kind of a gel mixed with it. It makes it so it doesn't splash. So it's coagulated, and it smells like ammonia or something. And it gives you a severe headache. What do they call it? Easy pour bleach. It's supposed to be kind of a gel mixed with it. It makes it so it doesn't splash. So it's coagulated, and it smells like ammonia or something. And it gives you a severe headache. So I would recommend you contact the company and ask what the problem is, and then maybe not carry this bleach here anymore, because I don't think you want to sell this product to your customers that could potentially harm them. Do you?
I will get a manager for you. Just hold on a second.
Great.
Are any of them open? Which
Yeah,
one's
two are open, one of each. That's how I found out that something's wrong with the product.
Do you know which two are open?
This one's open, and we have to open up these to figure out. That one's open out of this product, and one of these are open. Oh, you got a napkin or something? I got a little bleach on my hand. That one's open, so you got the two open ones?
These are the two open ones?
Yeah. You want to explain that to your manager, or should I?
You can tell them.
How you doing, ma'am?
Good.
So I bought these here like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Here's my receipt. And when I opened up this one, the splashless or easy pour bleach, it's coagulated, which means it doesn't mix well, and it's releasing a terrible smell to it. It gives you a headache, and it's I feel like there's something wrong with the factory or something like that. So maybe you might not want to carry that product anymore.
I will let corporate know,
Yeah,
because this is our brand.
it's your brand,
Yes.
huh? Maybe there's a problem with that.
There could be a problem with this batch.
Right.
I will
So,
let them know. I'm
yeah,
sorry about
yeah,
that.
it's all right. Yeah, I wouldn't keep it around you guys. It's really bad vapor coming out of that.
Like you're open.
Great.
Go ahead and sign that, please. That's $10, $11.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
It's all right. good. So I'd like to return all these with my receipt. I went to Cleans and Pals last night, so I put about 3 cups of bleach into a washer. I left it like that overnight with soap. So I went down this morning and I started working in the basement where my washer is. And I started to have like a panic attack. So what I did was I rinsed out the stuff out the washer and I brought all the stuff outside. And it started to get better when I opened all the windows and everything like that. So I really don't know what's going on with bleach. I opened up one thing.
No way you got it.
One thing.
No way you got it next one. And were any of these open
all these come open, and these are all shut. I kept the one ammonia that I opened, and I kept one bleach here. Well, they all come open on the shelf right now. There's no safety seal on them. So I'm gonna have to call up. The ones that I opened, I kept, and this is the second time this has happened. So I have to call the New Hampshire Department of Health and Safety and ask what's going on. So I'm keeping that to get analyzed, one of each. Okay, so on April 22nd, 2019, the same thing happened. I bought some groceries and some bleach. I had an issue with that. So I came over here a couple times this summer, I had no problem. But the last time I bought bleach here was April 22nd this year, and I had an issue. So I don't want to shop here anymore, and I also bought some groceries along with that. So I'd like to return those too, okay?
Since we're getting into
So could you pay me that because I paid cash for these and these went on a card?
Okay.
So if we do the transaction separate? Okay, here's the receipt back if you need it.
Just might get stuck with the amount waiting for something for it.
Okay? Yeah, so the groceries went on this EBT card, but you cannot buy ammonia or any cleaning products with EBT cards. So I paid cash for that. So I think that's what she's checking on. So that's why I said we should keep the transaction separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'll just set these aside and we'll start doing them, alright? This is gonna go to
Can you back the stuff up a little bit so you don't gotta touch your groceries?
yeah.
Thank you.
Manager on duty to the customer service desk for customer assistance. Manager on duty to the customer service desk. Thank you.
You want to hear the story again, or are we done here?
That would be good.
All right, thank you.
Hope you missed
Thank you. You're welcome.
This look good to you?
All right, thank you. All right, goodbye. Hey, how are you today? I need to return all these ammonias here and bleaches. Something's wrong with this product. I mixed it up with water to clean my porch, and it took my breath away. A vapor filled the room, and my heart started beating real fast. So I don't know if maybe at the factory they mix bleach with ammonia, but it's producing something that could take your breath away and give you a fast heart rate. So it's something dangerous with that product. And because it's like that, I got to return the bleach and the CLR too. I got to return all of this stuff. Yeah, I do. Here you go.
Is there a reason why we're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording this product that I'm returning because it's a very dangerous product, so I want to get it all. I kept a sample of this. I'm going to have it analyzed. Okay, great. Hi, how you doing, sir? Good, how are you? Good.
So you're aware.
This product right here, I went to mix it up with water and it produced some sort of vapor that made my heart beat real fast and like took my breath away. So I've been using ammonia for the past year to clean a residence, and I'm very familiar with how to use ammonia. I never had that problem before. I never had that problem before. I bought ammonia from you. So I kept a sample of this and that at home, and I'm going to send it in and have it analyzed. But my guess is that maybe at the factory, they mixed this with bleach by accident.
Yeah, it's possible if there's something that's out there. I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, it's possible if there's something that's out there. I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
I don't know. Are you videotaping me? Is that a request that you don't?
You requesting I don't videotape
Not
you?
me, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Inside my building, you have to get permission
All right,
for
sir.
videotaping, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can understand that
Yeah,
I experienced a heart attack after
I
mixing
understand
up
what
your
you're
product
saying.
here, so I'm a little bit concerned with what you're selling me here.
Well, this stuff is, I'm not even sure who makes this product. I'm going to have to stop talking, sorry. But we're not going to stop recording with the rest.
I have the camera up. Is that all right?
There's still probably audio, so I don't want to videotape your audio.
Okay.
No thanks. I'm trying to help you and get information for you, but if it's going to be like important.
All right, the camera's down, sir.
Okay. So what else can I do for you?
I'll let you get the money back. I gave her the receipt. I'll have the money back, and
we'll happily give you your money back.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thanks.
Your name is Jeff Brogan?
Brogan, B-R-O-G-A-N.
And you're the store manager,
Yes,
sir?
I am.
Okay, great.
And the CLR stuff too?
Well, after I experienced that with that, I'm kind of nervous to use any of this stuff from here.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I would also try to follow up with the manufacturer or wherever this is going and to see if there's going to be an issue for anybody else. All right, great. Yeah, I mixed up about 5 of them, and that caused the problem. So yeah, I'll reopen them all because we're getting ready to.
How are you feeling now?
Feeling okay. I drove here with all the windows open in my car, though.
So how recent?
Excuse me? It should be on the receipt. A few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. As soon as I bought this, I brought it home. I went to mix it up, and that's when I had a reaction. I put the stuff in the shed. And I didn't have a chance to come bring it back until today. I've been real busy with working everything.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, but I had to get out of the house. And
yeah, no, I'm just asking if you're all right and how long will it happen to you?
yeah, it should be on the receipt there. Do you have the receipt handy there, ma'am? Yeah, the third.
Third. Yeah. Okay. So these weren't open, you said, or they were? I don't want anything that's... The it's open or not.
These were not open when I bought them. I opened all the ammonias up and I mixed like 5 of them. On the receipt, that should tell you how many I bought. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought 5. Oh, I'm sorry, I bought 10 ammonias.
So these all get cut back.
So I bought 10 of them. I bought 10 ammonias and I mixed up 7 with water. And I can't bring those back to mix with water. So I just brought those back.
Yeah, no problem.
We're getting ready to use them all.
I just want to know if any of these were products were open, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to
Do you
really
want to
know.
see that receipt?
Sure, I'll take a look at it for you. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure I had.
Rick, yeah. Could I have that one or no? I need to get a copy of that or something. Can I get a copy of the return, please?
Whatever you need. Take care.
Great.
Take care of you.
Yeah. Can I get a copy of the return, please?
Whatever you need. Take care.
Great.
Take care of you.
Yeah. All right, you too. Have a good day. Have fun with that. You guys don't like that. You know how to cut nails on a rabbit?
No.
So we'll watch a video on the internet and then you could show me how to cut his nails, right? His eyes match your shirt.
They're kind of. Do you want this? Come on, eat. Go, go, Snowball, go.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do fetch yet.
Play. you.